Unpopular opinion. I think the most recent song from Meg Thee Stallion and Flo Milli was upsetting and vile. It's not that the beat was bad or that the artistry was poor. No, I mean, those are all on point, but that's exactly the problem. How could something so incredibly problematic be given in a catchy package? For those of you who need context, Meg Thee Stallion and Flo Milli just released a music video called Rocksteady. It was an interpretation of Jennifer's Body, a horror flick back in the early 2000s, where a popular high school girl was a covert vampire who targeted men and lured them in via seduction only to kill them and suck their blood. Meg Thee Stallion and Flo Milli recreated this into a music video. Meg Thee Stallion played the evil, man-hating vampire, and in the video, we saw multiple depictions of bloody black male bodies who were brutally killed by the hands of the seductress Jezebel-like figure. This all happened while there were dancers in the background and innocent bystanders watching or walking by these bloody black male bodies, looking at them for sport. Y'all, I was so angry when I saw this. Folks like to sit around and pretend this stuff is art and has no immediate impact. But I believe that's simply because they are honestly ignorant or choose to be ignorant of what is actually going on. Programming, desensitizing the masses, and yes, black people to black male death and black male humanity. Continuing to drive a wedge between black women and her head and protection. Even stirring up and aggravating dissension and mistrust between black men and black women, adding fuel to the fire in the gender war. Yes, they are talented artists. Yes, they are beautiful. Yes, the song is catchy. Yes, yes, yes. But I'm so sick and tired of these disgusting, genocidal, toxic, evil, demonic messages that are specifically being targeted to black audiences and fed to the masses for public display. Toxicity continues to be pacified as art because of a catchy beat or because a pretty black face and a nice body presents it. Why is it that black artists get to go online and do the most vile, disgusting, dehumanizing things about their own race, but we accept it because we like the package? Let's talk about why and how the intention behind this video is vile, in my opinion. First off, switch the genders. Switch the genders. Show me a music video of a male artist, a black male artist, rapping about dismembering and killing 3 black women. Showing images and depictions of these bloodied black women's bodies. Showing images of crowds and groups of people passing by and they're dancing around these bloody black female bodies and pacifying it as art. Show me an example. Yeah, you wouldn't. That would not happen. That is misogynoir to the max. Even if, God forbid, there was a movie that depicted that storyline, they would try to ban the movie and the music video, saying this is misogyny, it needs to be banned. Oh, but it's okay because it's just a black man, right? Right here, a clear-cut example of misandry. And in this case, specifically, anti-black male misandry. Disgusting. Secondly, let's talk about how black people promote white supremacy. And in this case, black women are being used to promote it. We do it by promoting the agendas of those who mean us no good. We don't really create art, or we produce or support things that uplift, build, restore, revolutionize black men and black women, the black community. No division is promoted. No degradation is promoted. Dissension, gender war, all the things that are tearing the community down and essentially undermining black women from getting the very things they say that they want, such as protection. All we see is folks feeding right into stereotypes, whether it be violent or emotional, black males with no impulse control, or hypersexual aggressive black women. We patronize people who promote these songs, justify it, and don't demand a better product. So they don't have to provide a better product. Even some of you guys who listen to my video are going to disagree and say, hey, it's just art. It's no biggie. Don't take it so seriously. It's just pop culture. And as I said before, you are basically admitting that black male death is pop culture. Thank you for proving my point. Or some of you guys will say, oh, hey, black men did it too. Black men do bad stuff too. It's just music. Okay, so that makes it right? That makes it right? Okay, so now because Tyrone killed Jamal, that means Keisha can kill LeBron. Like, y'all, that doesn't make any sense. You're basically justifying your own destruction. Let's be very clear on this. Whatever reasoning that people give, that does still not change the fact that these songs are specifically meant to promote toxic, damaging, and useless messages about the value of black men, while also aggravating dissension between black men and black women, giving the rest of the world negative messages about the black community as a whole. I mean, y'all don't think these other communities are watching? They tuned in to those dating podcasts. They tuned in to Pop the Balloon, which is overwhelmingly bad, by the way. They listen to popular people such as Candace Owens, who critiques the toxic elements of black culture for the reasons I just mentioned above. They watch black men be castigated online with the Democrats. They saw that. The world saw that, while black women, unfortunately, applauded and supported. And also, let's not forget that just a few weeks ago, many black women were going online issuing thanks and apologies to black men for voting for Kamala Harris, talking about the need to build and bring together resources with black men. Now, many of these black women are coming out and pacifying and justifying the promotion of black male death because it's coming through a catchy song that they like. This is exactly why men did not take those apologies seriously just a few weeks ago. This is also why some are literally grabbing their passports, expanding their options to other races of women, or black women across the diaspora. For some, the waters have just become too muddy in the States. And while I will always be a supporter of healthy and wholesome black love between black men and black women who are committed to one another under God, I have such harsh critiques about these kind of messages because they feel like a specific attempt to undermine the very core of black families in existence. Some of you guys have already given up. Some of you guys don't care. Some of you guys do care. That's why you're listening. But whatever your position is, I feel no need to pacify something as art that clearly has toxic concerns. Just because a toxic message might come in a black face doesn't change its destructive tension. I wish Meg Thee Stallion no harm. I think she's a talented artist, but I really hope more people start coming out and demanding better of these record labels and of these artists who continue to make profit off of the proliferation and celebration of black genocidal messaging. I especially am sick of the anti-black misandry that continues to be pacified, or I especially am sick of the anti-black misandry that we see being pacified all across the culture, and unfortunately, in very many ways, promoted and celebrated by black women themselves. That is a definition of genocide. So I hope to hear more people speak up about these things. Also, stay tuned for a new kids book I'm working on called It's Not Jermaine's Fault. This book aims to empower and teach young black girls and boys about the value of black male life. It will give them practical lessons on how to identify and combat anti-black male misandry at a young age. Stay tuned for more information and be sure to check out my other kids book, Aisha Learns to Love Her Hair. Thanks so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye!